Hey guys, Torsuna here. Just wanted to go ahead and make a quick video on Blue Protocol Star Resonance, some tips to help you guys out. This game doesn't do the best of job explaining these tips that I'm going to bring up, but I just wanted to go ahead and keep you guys in the loop. I've been anticipating this game for God knows how long, probably 7+ years at this point, and it's probably one of the most anticipated games for 2025. I just wanted to go ahead and just also lay in here. Most of my stuff is insanely unscripted, so I would appreciate it if you guys would throw, a subscribe, and then tell me if you guys want to see more content with this. I'll go ahead and make more guides on more detailed systems for this game, like crafting, or maybe some tips and tricks on global launch. Right now we're in the CBT, so I wanted to just go ahead and throw some things together and get you guys hyped up for this game. Wanted to also include into this, at the end of the video, I'm going to put my thoughts on how aggressive the monetization is in the closed beta and possibly going into the full global launch of things. So if you want to stick around and check out my take on it and get my input, that would be fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into the first thing that actually blew my mind. So the fact is, we don't get much clarity on the whole entire part of how the imagines work in this game, right? So whenever we look at these imagines, you're probably wondering, well, how do we get them? Well, you can also get them, you can get them from boss drops, doing the dungeons or doing any of that cool stuff. But the game doesn't do a good job at even showing you how to get materials to advance them, stuff like that. So let's go ahead. We're at the Bureau right here, okay? So we're at the main teleport of the city at the Bureau. And we want to look around and go for this building right over here. Now the crazy thing is, in the CBT, I didn't have the ability to know that this guy existed until I actually watched another video. So Mason here is going to be your all things gotcha for Imagines. You have Will Wish right here. So Will Wish is going to take us into the gotcha system, where we can now roll on gotcha, or roll on the imagines. So all of these rolls are going to use your bound rose orbs. So this is a free-to-play type of currency that you get, comprised to the other type of rose orb, which is just a normal rose orb that you buy with money. These can be obtained through various things in-game. If you ever need to know if or how to obtain something, there will always be an obtain through that you can follow through on this. So, like bound rose orbs here, you got activity merits, season pass, trial paths, basic star chest, adventure level, season title. You get a lot of these for anything, even like the season pass. So free-to-play players actually can roll on this and get the currency to roll on this. However, how we want to go about this is you can also resonate and pick one that you want to lean towards when your pity hits. So normally whenever you look at these, your pity numbers will be down here. These are your hard pities. These are what it has to give you by X times, right? You can hit these at any point, but it has to pay out during that. So whenever we do a wish here, I'll do a 10 pull on here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a pull here and see what we end up getting. Hopefully we get something good so we can show an example here on stream. Oh, okay, cool. So we're getting a yellow. It's gonna be the very last one we open. Let's go ahead and see what we get. We get a bunch of stunt wheel fragments. And then, okay, so we got Frost Ogre. Okay, so the cool thing is once you get, like, let's say we want to get the Frost Ogre, right? So we can't just go and equip it now because Battle Imagines. Okay, yeah. So we have a will here. We can't use said will because it has to look like this. It has to be Battle Imagine like Shadow Captain here, right? Right now we just have the will. Now you can sell these on the market to get bound Rose Orbs or bound Luno. However, we actually have to craft the Imagine. Alright, so here's the Frost Ogre. So in order for us to get the battle image for the Frost Ogre, you're going to need his will, of course, and then you need Shreds of Reality, which is a premium currency. You can obtain these through, see, I already own one of the Exquisite Materials box that I can get one from, but you need 15 of these, okay? So here's where it starts to get a little bit on the pay to progress side of things, per se. You can buy these with your Rose Orbs and speed this process along. You can get these also from the Trading Center by players that are hosting them for Luno. You can also get them from the Orb Store, of course. Mystery Store that changes every day could have these materials in it. You can also get them from dismantling certain objects. There's a very rare chance. Stymon Vaults is like, I don't know, once you get to end game, you'll want to run your content through Stymon Vaults to see how far you guys get. It's like an endless tower of, you know, mobs and boss fights. And then of course you can get them through Monster Hunt bosses or like world boss type stuff. These are common materials. You can obtain these through, of course, basic material sets, but you can also go and hunt these monsters and get them as drops. Now, this is how you can sit there and get them after you have rolled for them, right? So, once you've rolled for them and got the materials, you can now craft them. You can also do will exchanges. A certain amount of these, like Arcane Will Fragments, or you can come down here to Will Void Ogre. You can, you know, sit there and craft them through the stunt wills that we're getting from said pulls. So eventually you would be able to, per se, work up to getting them even through free-to-play means. So moving on, have you guys ever wanted to explore the store for Meowlux? So Meowlux, let's go ahead and get in here. So if we go here to go to store, and we go down here to Meow, you've got this premium store for the Meow store. And say you wanted to get like these, it's like 5 tickets, 5 of these tickets to get, we'll say, this outfit that we're showing on screen. Looks really pretty, really cool. For sure, a premium outfit. Now, let's look into these tickets here. You need 5 of these in order to get this. You can only obtain them through the Wishing Center, which is banner pulling, or the Trade Center. Now, if we go to the Trade Center and look on Trade Center, these things are crazy expensive. They're practically a mill when it comes to Luno, and as you can see, Luno isn't the most abundant source because you use it in everything from leveling up talents, leveling up skills, all kinds of stuff. So, this is a little bit on the outrageous side. So how we have to look at this is, how would we get that? Well, let's say your luck is horrid and you end up pulling on the banner and you get the box for the outfit here, right? The cosmetic outfit. Say you don't like the cosmetic outfit, you're going to sit there and go to the Meowlux Recycling or like the trading center. So essentially what you're going to want to do is, you see we're here at the bureau, right? So we'll go from the bureau over to this area. It's going to be this right here in this place. So once we go to this place, it has some pretty cool shops here. We're not here for any of these other shops. We're here to go up here, and we want to talk to Callista. Okay, go to Callista's side, and there is a fashion recycling option here. Okay, well, the fashion recycling option here, you will have the outfit that you just pulled from the banner sitting in here if you have not opened it yet. I don't know, I can't go back and look at any of my past stuff, but this is going to be a trust me bro situation, okay? What you're going to do is, the outfit alone will be 5 tickets, okay? You can now exchange that outfit for the 5 tickets that you need to end up buying the outfit on the Meow store. I would show you guys this, but it's insanely expensive, and I did not record my entire thing for it. If I did record it, I might edit it into this time slot right here, and we'll watch it real quick. But if not, just know you will get enough to buy it with the 5 ticket range. That is literally how I got the outfit right now, as you can see. I have a different colored variant because I went ahead and dyed mine. Alright, so let's go ahead and reset here and teleport back to the main area for the bureau here. And I want to talk about gear score in this game. Gear score is everything when it comes to progressing in this game. Of course, you have your character level, but you also have gear score. So gear score, if we click in here, well, ability score and gear score, they go hand in hand, my bad. Essentially, ability score here goes up with a combination of your gear, as seen here, your talents, your skill trainings, and then of course your emblems that you get from just questing, killing monsters, doing a bunch of that cool stuff. So I can make a guide that expands on all of these, on how to min-max making your gear, doing all that cool stuff. But what I would like to do real quick is just break down how to progress quick at the beginning. Because in the beginning, we'll want to go ahead and, so Goblin's Nest, right? So if we want to do a normal run of Goblin's Nest here, you see the ability score needs to be 1,870. Well, that's not going to be hard to get to through main story / just leveling up, and then the rewards are going to be purple gear. Now let's say you don't get enough purple gear because you want to run the difficult hard version, but it needs an ability score of 3,880, okay? Say you don't meet that gear score, now we have to go over here. Okay, so say your luck is just horrible, and you're not getting the purple gear drops that you need, and you want to move on to hard mode or move on to like the Tina boss fight, something. You want to feel like you're getting some sort of progression. You'll come over here to Harvey, okay? And you'll see that there is a level 40 gear exchange for Harvey right here. You could come in here and buy all the purple gear you need now. What you're not getting drops, what's not cooperating with you, okay? So you're going to be able to get your ability score up. So you got alloy shards here. That's going to be what you mainly use to buy all of these gears. So if we look at alloy shards and expand them, you can get them through honor coins, which is basically doing nearly anything in this game. You'll get honor coins. If we even go here and look at this honor coins, I have over 8,000 of them, and I've just been playing the game. you can buy them. You get a weekly limit of 60. Okay, so this is going to be easily progressible even for a free-to-play player. You can get them through monster boss hunts. If you buy the season pass, you get a boatload of them through the season pass. You can also get these through dismantling gear that you have duplicates of. We'll get into that here in a second. But you can come over here, buy this. Now, in order to increase your ability score, I usually don't recommend doing this on necessarily purple gear, but you can come over here to Maxim. We'll talk to him once to open up his dialogue options. You have Reforge, Refine, Embed, and Dismantle, okay? So we're gonna check out the Reforge here real quick. So, purple items have a perfection level of 30. You won't be able to go over that. Progressing them in the Reforge area is going to lead you to these advanced attributes right here. They will go up, okay? Once you pump 1 point into these with, say, your Reforge stones, you unlock an extra, like if we go over to this one, right? We got advanced attributes, haste, luck, and then you will unlock this hidden one as soon as you pump 1 level into it, okay? Now, once you get to your gold gear has a purple stat attached to it. See how these are the two of the same type of helmet, right? But they have different purple stat, alright? So in order to unlock this stat right here, you're going to have to put a point into it, and then the purple stat is, let's say, the roll that you get whenever you get this item from the dungeon or from the box that you open it from, okay? So your goal is to level up your gear. Don't min-max right away until you start getting gold gear. Then you can also start putting it into your perfection points, which gold gear has a perfection points of 100. That just increases the cap of your advanced attributes. Now, if we look over here at the refine area, refining is automatically transferred between gear. So this is more on the slot rather than the piece you're wearing, okay? Getting to 4 and 5 level is a significant boost when it comes to stats, okay? Most of these you can find and obtain through, again, the honor store. Unstable space, which I'll go through and show you what the unstable space things are. So unstable space, we'll have to go back up to the dungeon area here in one moment. But in order to progress these, they will just give you bonus effects on the slot itself, and it transfers between armor. So you can up these as much as you want and not have to worry about them being tied to gear. The next thing I would like to mention on this for adding to your gear is embedding. Okay, so you can go get into gemsmithing, or you can buy these off the player market, and it's embedding your gear. So you can embed if you select a gem. I have no gems currently, but if we were to look, oh gosh. Okay, so I have my boots that are embedded here. They have a diamond embedding that gives it plus 10 luck. So I already have it with 50 luck. It rolled 30 luck, and now I have an additional 10 luck on the embedding. Okay, so embedding will just reinforce stats that are already on the gear, or potentially even put a new stat on the gear that you would want just 10 stat points in. 10 stat points aren't going to make or break anything, or you're not going to notice a very big difference, but it already helps out if you already have, you know, so like, let's say we have 80 luck on this, plus 10 luck puts us at 90 luck. You know, it adds up, but if you just add just one basic stat onto this, like 10, I don't know, we have crit on here, so if we add, like, I know this isn't possible, let's just say we add 10 agility, we're not going to fill that agility, okay? So embedding gear with gems will also increase your ability score. To touch base on this, this is dismantling. Whenever you dismantle, you get a 1-for-1 back. Well, actually, you might not be an exact 1-for-1 back of the materials that you have put into said gear, but you can dismantle your extras in order to get like alloy shards. Like let's just go through a little bit right now. So like let's go ahead, do this. You'll get down here, it'll tell you what you're getting back. So like let's do that. Okay, cool. So see how I have some shards in here? Like this is maxed out for perps. So we're actually getting reforged stones back. You can get reforged stones through, again, Honor Coin Store, Trade Center, or a Chaotic Realm. Unstable Space as well. Again, we'll go and check out the Unstable Space so you can actually see where to get Unstable Space stuff. So we're going through here, we're breaking these down, okay? Alright, so we're going to break these down. We're getting anywhere between 16 to 32 alloy shards, and then we're getting for sure 4 reforged stones. Not bad, not a bad haul at all. So now we can, go back up here and dump in our reforged stones on, all that stuff. Like, for an example, say I want to know what the extra stat to this is, right? Just put 1 reforged stone in it, we hit it, it looks like it rolled mastery. Not bad. So to add to this, we're going to go ahead and teleport up here. Okay, so if we come up here, we're going to look at unstable space. Okay, so these change daily. Alright, so you come up here and you can do 2 of these runs a day to get materials. So if we look at unstable space, today is Tower in Ruin, so it's going to be the Ruin boss fight, a very, very, very watered down version of the boss fight. Okay, so you could do this essentially with just 3 people. You get 2 attempts per day, and then the awards you get, or rewards you get through this, you can get, of course, honor coins, alloy shards, forage stones. You can also get these mech shards, and you can also get some gear drops from these, along with Starforge crystals. So again, free-to-play players have a chance to get all of this stuff without paying a single dime. The speed at which you acquire all of these is the other issue. Now, if you want like an in-depth guide on any of the tips that we went over today, we can go ahead and do that after the game launches, hopefully later on this year. And just tell me which guide you guys will want, or I'll just start pumping out guides. So let's go ahead and move on to my opinion and my take on the monetization of this game and how it essentially is going to run into affecting the way you play. You're able, as a free-to-play player, to get on the market and trade goods to get bound Rose Orbs and bound Luno. And you can also go ahead and use that on the gacha system. You just click this button down here and it takes you to using bound only, and then you can make your pulls with bound only. To me, that is perfect, and yes, it is an aggressive model, and it does make you really need to pay to progress. We're not even going to touch the crafting system in this video. I can make an entirely different video for that and a guide on how to alleviate a lot of that issue. But on basic systems alone, it's not as aggressive as people are saying and it's not as aggressive and scary as you're thinking, free-to-play players will have tons of enjoyment in this game. We have to redefine on what pay to win is, in a sense. This is pay for convenience, pay to progress faster. Not necessarily does it remove your significance as a player if you get a whale in your party, or you're doing content with a whale, or somebody that's quote unquote paid to win. If anything, it just makes the content easier, shows you what you need to work for. They just get there faster. They're not gating anything you can't get to as a free-to-play player. So anybody who's trying to fearmonger or scare you away from this game because, you know, they're saying it's pay to win, it 1000% is not pay to win. Give this game a shot. Decide for yourself. In all honesty, you can get anything and everything that a paid-to-play player can get with free-to-play terms. Might not be as fast, but it is 1000% doable. Now guys, if you liked this content and you want me to do more guides or more in-depth systems, I have plenty of information I can go ahead and give you. I just would like to know in the comments below. And also, if you like this, subscribe, give me thumbs up, help me out here. I need to get recognized. All of my stuff is primarily unscripted and as I go. So if you guys want to also go ahead and check me out when I'm streaming live for my hot takes and me generally just getting frustrated with anything and everything, don't be afraid to check the description below for all of my plugs. But again, thanks for coming in, checking out these tips. Hopefully I taught you something or showed you something. You know, that's all I'm here for. So again, my name's Torasuna, and I hope to see you guys around.